Everything is working, of course. Oh boy, what am I getting myself into? Penis. Wet wiggle wiggle. We are good. So,
Holy shit, anime girls.
this is exactly what it looks like. I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So, I've played this game before a couple years ago when I was 12. It was recommended to me by a friend of mine at the time. He told me this game was like scary and was like considered a horror game. So I said fuck it, and I played it. Nothing really happened at first, and I thought he just made a huge joke about this being scary and shit. But I still continued, but I didn't continue because I was hoping for it to be scary. I continued because I actually got into it, like with the characters and shit. It was super embarrassing. I wasn't gonna tell anyone, so I just continued playing. But as soon as shit hit the fan, which it will, 12-year-old me was fucking traumatized. My point is, at first this game will look like a basic dating simulator, but it's not. It's completely fucked up. So don't make fun of me. Thank you. Yeah, it gets super fucked up. No. Yep. I'm 18. I'm 18. Guys, I'm not 18. I'm not 18. It's so loud. Oh, God. I'm getting fucking Vietnam flashbacks. I don't think I like it. Alright, I gotta set up my Chromebook, make sure everything's working. Oh boy. We're just gonna jump right into it. Please don't cheat me. Oh, what? Fuck, I guess it's ravioli burn. How the fuck am I gonna do this? I need to come up with a voice. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This girl is Sayori, my neighbor, a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. How do I fucking turn down this shit? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and I deal in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me, forever. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you, but you mean... My brain cells fucking drop when I'm doing that voice. I guess you don't have it in you, but to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, grab your autograph. Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
Yeah, that's not true. You told me you were trying to club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I did dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sorry likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you will learn how to socialize gravity skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I doubt at the thought of you becoming a niche in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs to make you happy. No promises though.
Well, you're late for high grade or something at all.
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things and stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sori wants me to check out clubs, so I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Tubular.
Hello?
Sayori. Sori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I thought we were sitting there spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's just going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Now what?
Well, then you could come over to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Meaning?
Sori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell Sayori is... I can't fucking read. I'm retarded. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let her alongside. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake, okay?
Yeah, let's go!
And thus today makes the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Dejected, that's a stupid word. Why, we made smaller words for a reason. Why do you use such big words, stupid? I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings opens the classroom door.
Everyone, a new member is here!
I told you don't call me the new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club.
Oh boy.
Meeting you. Sorry, always says nice things about you.
Here's you brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, it's Ravioli, bruh.
Oops.
What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes it look like she's a first-year student. She is also one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki. Always full of energy. This is Yuri, just wanted to the club.
Don't say things like that. I don't know if I'm gonna do voices for everyone, so I might just read normally. I'm gonna do that, except for Sayori, because she's a fucking dumbass. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet the both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, it's Ravioli, bro. smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. I thought it was say her again.
Come sit down and grab another throw with me. We made Wolfie at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcake.
Hey, I made him. I'll get him.
Sorry, I'm gonna be too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? Figures have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Suri mentioned, it is white-ended so there is one space next to Monica and there's a space next to Suri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little caps. The whiskers are drawn with icing. It's little pieces of chocolate used to make ears.
So cute!
I know, you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Suri grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Suri talks with her mouth full, and I already managed to get the icing in her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you taking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Suri said. Well, maybe. But not for you know, you dummy. That's fucking rude. Bitch. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. We keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri. She's trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something telling me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Suri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Suri seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? Nothing in the comments. You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of a debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages us to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is great. It's a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like a festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone, what the fuck does that even say? I can't even say that. I'm gonna try my best. Enthusiastically, whatever. Agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So it's ravioli, bruh. What kind of things do you like to read? Well, consider how little I've read these past few years. I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy stories. The love of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. I'm having a stroke. I can't read. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Did I even say that right? I just kind of skipped it. Stories with deep physiological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book.
Skyrim.
I'm saying, I just really grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Real horror is often very successful at changing the way I look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Shit, that wasn't saying anything. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? But what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Fine.
Hey, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just so cute as you are.
Sori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand around her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Oh, I just fucking read that wrong. I'm dumb. I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why do you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer then. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? It's Robbie Oliver. I couldn't put my full name, so that's why there's no UH. Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've only come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Goddamn. Sorry, you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four of the girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, hey. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Ooh, gosh, that's a then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. It's Robert Alida. I look forward to seeing how you can express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my writing session? Sorry, I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Alida, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Shari and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for club. Sure, might as well.
Yes.
Without the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school with a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find it. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright guys, first objective. It's time to write a poem. You gonna help me choose the words? Okay. Fuck. That shit's gay. We're gonna do cage. Sounds funny. Secret. Let's do secret. I don't fucking know.
Sticky.
Oh, I already. I'm sorry, Steph. I'll let you choose this one. You got this. I didn't see Sticky as a result. What's it gonna be? Scout? We gotta do this.
Explode.
Explode. That's awesome. Doki Doki. Swimsuit, treasure, music, eternity. It's fucking weird. We'll do eternity. Disaster. Blanket.
Swimsuit.
I already. Are you guys gotta be behind. Like real time.
Effulgence.
Rose, playground, intelligent, heartbreak. We'll do Rose. Extraordinary. Nightgown, daydream. It's gonna be Scott. It's gonna be my boy Scott. Scott, you're taking a while. Alright, I want to move on.
Embrace.
Embrace. Okay. I'm gonna do the rest of my own. Oh, I got a trophy! Wow! Uncontrollable. I guess. Marriage. Sadness. Lust. I don't even know what that word means. Let me click it. Massacre. Fuck it. Awesome. That's awesome. Cry, destiny, funny, beauty, fantasy, poof. Mingle together, empty, poof, sounds funny. Flower, wonderful, disoriented. That's fun. Extreme, I guess. Fucking man. Oh man, I must have misclicked. Regular color. Chocolate. Heaven, sun, philosophy, anime, imagination, misfortune. What the fuck is this poem gonna be? Bubbles, shame. the girls bounce when I click something? Okay, they do, so I don't know what that means. Is it like... Yeah. Okay, that's gotta be nothing. What the fuck is Sayori jump? Dazzle precious infinite. What the fuck? Okay, that's that. That's awesome. Alright again, it's Ravioli, bruh. Back to reading. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else was already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promises, Ravioli, bruh. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sorry, told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps your manga collection in their club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Ravioli Bro always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and everyone have become good friends too.
Sayori. As usual, Sayori keeps oblivious to the weird situation she put me into.
Oh well, you ain't even back.
I can't read.
You ain't even back yourself if you get, you know.
Wait, Sayori. Me. I don't know who the fuck is me. Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, I was just thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Sayori reaches into your bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. As we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She's even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. You. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression when she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just facing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have two copies of the same book. Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the bag. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Did I say choose? I don't fucking know. How long have we been going? 30 minutes already? Holy shit. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of such sort of thing as Travel? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the other side, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books or writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That's because that just means you're passionate about reading. Where the fuck did that because come from? The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, alright? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I clearly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine. Is it fine? It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading and accompanying with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start to the prologue. I go into that. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company, as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Aha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I insist I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're held it even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah. To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you're being so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it at my own violation.
Where's MF Clementine?
I'm sorry, Wyatt. It's another horror game. Please understand it's a horror game. I'm not just doing this because I'm alone. I explained it in the beginning. You should, Wyatt, give me a favor. Go to the beginning of the stream. It'll explain everything. Okay? I'm not a weirdo. Not a weirdo. Not a weirdo. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels
Clementine,
like...
or I come.
We're gonna ignore that. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate
Why
exchange.
did us great they got boobies?
They do. Thank you, Scout. Backing me up. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but shut the fuck up! I'm trying to read! Bitch! I explained in the beginning. Go to the beginning. I explained everything. I even made a Google Doc because... No, I didn't. Ignore that. I lied. The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Emoji
You
monkey,
think so?
emoji monkey, emoji monkey.
How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways.
I
But she
refuse.
also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything,
Buffering.
but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I actually said that right. Ooh, wow. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but it's ravioli, bro. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't really know if you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri self spared for finishing her thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit. You know, that's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, I stand up and make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back to my bed. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with?
I can't wait.
Sorry, Monica. Why do they keep using that word? I can't say that shit. Can someone type that into the chat? Do me a favor. Type that big ass word into the chat.
Come.
Okay, sorry and Monica, come, pull out their notes.
Come.
Sorry is on a wrinkled sheet of
Enthusiastically.
Enthusiastically, thank you. Leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Enthusiastic. Lie.
Enthusiastically. Who should I show my poem to first?
Be worse.
Who do I show? Who do I show it? Huh?
Come.
Show it to come. I don't think come's an option.
Fuck you, Wyatt.
Yeah, fuck you, Wyatt. So I'm having the most connections with Yuri so far. I swear, this is a horror game, by the way. It's a horror game. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be.
Scout like man come.
I'm saying. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
True.
She's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Aha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse.
dog doing bark bar.
What is the dog doing?
Moo.
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to
Emoji dog.
It's just that you're...
Ooh, aha.
Shut the fuck up! Don't fucking know shit! I'm trying to fucking read! Fuck you! Shut the fuck up! It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I'm trying to learn to pick up on them. I'm gonna go turn on my fan. It's hot in here. Because I'm in here.
Oh, spicy!
Kiki ha 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 ha
I'm Why, I fucking hate you. Is that loud? Can you guys hear my fan? Is it too loud? Tell me if it's loud. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the styles and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as
Mustard
if
on
her
my
grammar
wiener.
totally changes. Yeah, I can't tell what you just said.
Ketchup on my pickle.
I'm saying. I'm gonna turn that down a bit. I think it's loud. I'll be good on one. Her stammering is completely gone.
Diamond and
She
nickel.
sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem.
Emoji exploding head.
Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is
Luda
probably the
hiddle
most
no
challenging
trickle.
part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable
Scout
feedback.
got me acting fickle.
Y'all motherfuckers are so annoying. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased, how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do.
Luda throw up or bust a nut. Emoji post box.
I'd love to share my thoughts, my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for it. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature book? Ghost under the night. I can't fucking read cursive. I can't read in general. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing.
Come world go
I
boom earthquake.
must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living
Emoji
in the
kiss
past.
man dark skin
The light
tone.
flickers.
Tsunami
The
got
light
me
flickers,
going
I
shake.
flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. She does have better. I can't read that shit. You gotta fix that shit. I can't read. But it took you such a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripted very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah. I have a new follower. Whoa! Whoa! I have a new follower? What does that mean? Is that 109? 109?
Bitches be acting fake.
Let's go, baby! Woo! I got a fucking new subscriber. Heck yeah, baby! That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Hopefully he doesn't unsubscribe because I'm very fucking... What's the word? Illiterate? Yeah, a little still in my brain. My brain's a little slow. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Who? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, it's Ravioli Bird. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts,
Well
feelings, and
guys, we did
experiences
it.
in their work.
Slightly over 100 subscribers. Putting it all on the line, all at stake.
I'm saying. But remember, I already read that. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. I'm surprised I said that. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and seem to be left with nothing. That's a lot.
Butt.
Chicken butt? You can't say that. You can't say chicken butt. That's a lot more soul in putting it that way.
Rooster penis.
I hadn't even... Whoa! I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, it's Revelio Bro. Me too. Okay. See, we got a thing going on. We got a thing. I'm so fucking lonely. I guess I'll go Sayori. She's my best friend and all.
SKRRT, my name is Lightning McQueen, the famous race car for the Piston Cup.
You did what?
What in his cup?
You fucking... I was gonna make that joke.
Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. I am the kind of guy who would be writing the poems in his spare time. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Question.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well,
and I am Chick Hicks. I say the N-word.
Do it so seriously. Only that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you.
When does the sex happen?
Like 7 o'clock. Tops. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, deep down, you're not selfish at all.
In my bed when you get here, right?
Like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sari. I'm not sure if Sari sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's a part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Both?
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thinking now.
Alright, I'm going to hold you. I'm gonna hold you to that then.
PP butt.
Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of my bed, making me rub some spite from my sleepy eyes. You said my name, you bitch.
On Jake's foot.
Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish
Jake
away
told
every
me.
day? Jake told me? You bitch. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust in you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. Oh, there's more. I want breakfast. What the fuck? Where did you say my name?
DA's on God.
Where the fuck did you say my name? Oh, like
Pimp. Dog water.
Pimp. Where the fuck did you say my name? I don't see it in the comments, whatever. Breakfast.
Shit poem.
I'm saying that shit breakfast. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No,
Cock.
just a little bit.
You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
PP.
I forgot to do it last night.
Bussin'.
Well, at least that makes you feel a little better about yourself.
Don't be mean. I still try my best. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just had a voice crack there. That's funny. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Cracked. Get all cracked at Fortnite. You should name her Justin. That'd be dope. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
That was so much fun. Wanna go to bed?
Nah, the poem was dog shit.
I'm saying that shit was so bad. Spoiler alert, she'll be hanging in there just a little bit longer. But next time.
I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? I don't really like Natsuki because she looks like she's fucking 12. So we'll show it to Monica. Hey, Monica. Hi, Jollyville. Having a good time so far? Oh, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until, I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, it's ravioli, bro. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know, but it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. Great job, it's ravioli. I was going in my head while reading it. Truly metaphorical. Not sure why I didn't expect you to go from something so deep. I'm out of breath. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Unlike Sari, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive, I think I said that right, their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. I don't fucking know. Who cares? You guys ain't It's big movies. That's all you gotta know. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Haha. Awkward. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the same. Feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It could have been me. See the direction of spackle protruding from a noisy neighbor and angry boyfriend. I'll never know. It wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My redness? Not fucking know. Already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Sketchy further into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. The fuck? So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular.
Shit is worse than Sayori S.
I'm saying. I don't know, Sayori was pretty bad. Fucking breakfast at the end? Fucking cock. Pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Oh god, my throat is fucking hurting. Oh shit. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put this. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany. Yeah, epiphany! Booyah! Oh yeah, I can fucking read! I can read! Recently. God damn it. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, I can say that. I can say that shit. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try hard to make it perfect and you never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. This bitch. Well, that's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. I said sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can sing. Cheetahs can run.
Fuck
Eagles
Natsuki.
can fly. People can try. But that's about it. That's the best one so far. She had monkeys in it. Can't go wrong with a monkey. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am.
Emoji
Why are you
monkey,
so convinced
emoji
that
monkey,
I wouldn't like it?
emoji monkey,
Well,
emoji
because
monkey,
everyone in high school
emoji
thinks
monkey,
that writing has
emoji
to be all
monkey, emoji monkey,
sophisticated and
emoji
stuff.
monkey,
Oh my god,
emoji
Scout.
monkey,
You're a
emoji
bitch.
monkey.
You're a bitch. Fuck you. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people who express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like, the monkeys can climb. That was a good line. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about the simple writing is that it puts more weight onto the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it to fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki feels proud, then I won't take that away from her. Wow.
Phew!
I guess that's everyone. God damn it, I can't read. Oh, fuck, I can't read. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sawyer and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiled sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. It was just cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feeling or of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. Just trying to say something nice. Do you mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sarah, you liked it. And this Ravioli Bro liked it too. She can read my name. What the fuck is going wrong with me? So based on that, I'll gladly give it some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Oh, what the fuck was she gonna say? What was that? I think Natsuki's a racist. And Shavio liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki's something who stands out. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that I probably appreciate my advice more than he appreciates yours. Whoa! Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? And are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay?
Well, I'm so out of breath from reading. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ravioli Burst started showing up.
You're joking.
Fuck, that wasn't mine. God damn it. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting.
I don't like... I can't... Oh my god. I'm gonna take a breather. How are you guys doing? How was your day? Good? Good? That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't like
fighting, guys.
Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. It's Raviola. She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convolute, whatever, for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. It's Raviola girl. Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary and limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Israeliva? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So, should I keep it neutral, or just be a fucking simp? Might be a simp. Depends. I don't know. I'll keep it neutral for now.
Yuri.
For Yuri, okay. Did I click the right one? I'm not even reading, god damn it. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. I hope you guys got that. I kind of just went for reading to myself. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. You really want to take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. That's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ugh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? She almost said it again. What the fuck is with the ends? I don't like this. I don't like that. No, but that's no bueno. It's no bueno. Natsuki clenches her fist. Clenches. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant. Oh, I mean, I kind of feel bad, but not really. Only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, I have to take a walk and clear my head.
Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without worrying, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she closes out the poem with her, "Aw, man."
Natsuki.
She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in distrust. What? Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri.
Natsuki.
How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe in you. Thanks, it's Raviola, you're too kind. Oof, excuse me. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so sinful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Good idea. Make some for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Hey, Ravioli Bra, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod myself a newfound determination.
It's Ravioli Bra. Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Roy beamed at me. Beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of stuff happen often?
No. It's really the first time I've ever seen him fight like that. The parents, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
It's not really bad. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? What the fuck? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori in the emotional monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. This is where I'm gonna save. Oh, this is weird. Alright. So, I'm gonna save it there. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a weird game. Nothing spooky so far. But I promise you, it gets fucked. Like, super fucked. But, I mean, I got a subscriber from it. I'll take what I can fucking get. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys have a good night. Be good people.